Hey y'all, Irix Guy here. Now I wanted to take a moment to talk about the GoPro Hero 4. Which GoPro Hero 4 should you buy? Now you can find a link within this video's description that I'll reference throughout this video, so definitely check out that link when you're ready to buy or when you want to research more, because I've posted more technical mumbo jumbo there. But what I'm going to do in this video is explain which GoPro you want to buy in simplistic terms. So let me give you a quick background. If you haven't watched my videos before, I've got hundreds of GoPro videos. I've been using GoPro cameras. I didn't use the first one that came out, but I started with the second one, the GoPro Hero 2. So I've used GoPro Hero 2, GoPro Hero 3, 3 Plus, and now I've got the latest and greatest GoPro Hero 4 Black. And I've taken them around the world, above water, underwater, in the sky, riding horseback, snorkeling, you name it. You can check out my videos and see what all I've done with the GoPro. But if you don't have a GoPro yet, or if you're considering upgrading the GoPro you have, the GoPro Hero 4 is the latest and greatest. But there's several things that you need to know about GoPro Hero 4, and again, check the link within this video's description for all the technical mumbo jumbo and links to order the GoPro as well as the accessories that I'll mention during this video. But there's three tiers. There's GoPro Hero 4 Black. GoPro Hero 4 Black is the professional GoPro. So if your goal is to go out and get the absolute best video and or photos possible, that's going to be the GoPro Hero 4 Black. Sure, it's also going to be the most expensive. But at a high level, what you get with the Black, you get 4K, which is Ultra HD. 4K at 30 frames per second. You also get 1080p, which is high definition, at 120 frames per second. So if you're a serious video editor and you speed up video, slow down video in post-production, this will yield awesome results. Now it does not have the LCD display on the back like the model below it. So now we're going to jump to GoPro Hero 4 Silver. Silver is easy to spot because it has the display on the back of it. Unlike the GoPro Hero 4 Black, in the Silver, you don't get the 4K video at 30 frames per second. You do get 4K, but you only get 4K at 15 frames per second. So if your intent is to film in ultra high definition, 4K, you probably want to go with the Black because 15 frames per second isn't that great. Also, for the 1080p, you do not get 120 frames per second like you do with the Black. You only get 60 frames per second. But 60 frames per second is sufficient for most. And actually, the previous generation GoPro, the Hero 3 Plus, the Black Edition, the top of the line in the previous generation, that's what 1080p frame rate was. It was 60 frames per second. So 60 frames per second is by no means a slouch, and that's if you want to film in HD, and you don't have to be bleeding edge with 120 frames per second. It may be that the Hero 4 Silver is right for you. And having that LCD display on the back is nice because you can see what's in your shot. And obviously, you could add that option on to your Hero 4 Black. But in my case, being a professional GoPro user, when I use the GoPro Hero 4 Black, the only time that I would need to see what's going on, I can pull out my iPhone, use GoPro app, confirm alignment, and then start filming. And a good example of that is when I'm in Bermuda and I'm wearing my GoPro on my GoPro chesty mount. I want to get on that bike and I want to turn on my iPhone, make sure that the field of view is perfect, that I can see the handlebars and the road, and then I turn it off. I'm not watching the screen while I'm filming. GoPros are action cameras. Unless you're using them for other purposes, you're probably not going to be watching that screen. But if you're a beginner, it's nice to have that screen. So if you're a beginner and you don't want to fork out the cash for a GoPro Hero 4 Black, but you want something a little more powerful than the one we're going to talk about here in a second, the Silver may be right for you. Now, the least expensive GoPro is just called the GoPro Hero. Now, this one, it's sufficient. If you don't know if you're going to like GoPro, maybe you don't want to break the bank, it's a little bit over $100, and it's capable. It does 1080p, high definition, at 30 frames per second. Nothing that's going to be pro quality. I mean, but it's still HD. And when you film it and you put it on your HD TV or wherever, it's going to look really good. What the GoPro Hero does not have is the ability to remove the GoPro from the case. So if you're seriously considering GoPro, the GoPro Hero is not... The GoPro Hero I would like to consider if you may use... You know that when you buy toys or cameras or whatever, you may use them twice and throw them in a drawer and never look at them again. If that's what you want to do, or what you know you'll probably do, get the GoPro Hero. And if you just want to test it out and see, well, hey, how does the GoPro work? What's it look like on my TV, on my computer, etc.? Get the GoPro Hero. But if it's something you plan to make a hobby and or an obsession, don't get the GoPro Hero, because it's not going to be capable enough going forward. It's going to be stuck in that waterproof case. You can't take it out. Your options are limited. But for a little bit over $100, it may be a way to test the waters before you jump full speed ahead into GoPros. And that's something that's cool about it. With the Hero 4 Silver, the Hero 4 Black, they all use the same type mount. So if you did get that GoPro Hero and you decided, hey, I like this, and then you started buying mounts, maybe you bought a head strap mount, monopod, chesty mount, you name it, and you decided you liked it, now you've got these mounts that when you get the better and more powerful GoPro, the silver or the black, you can use those mounts for those devices. And that's what's so cool about GoPro. You can really get in at whatever price point you feel comfortable with. Excuse me. And you can purchase these mounts that, as I just mentioned, you can use with other GoPros. So if the camera itself proves to not be as high tech as you wanted it to be, you can spend more, get a new camera, and use those same mounts with the new camera. So I hope this video helps. Again, check the link within this video's description. You can find links to order everything that I've mentioned. And what I also highly encourage you to do, if you do get a GoPro, and this would be applicable for the silver or the black, I would definitely get some extra batteries. I've got that listed in there. When you get a GoPro, there's a certain type of memory card, and without getting into all the technical mumbo jumbo, it has to do with the speed of the memory card. And if you get a memory card that's too slow, what it's going to do is going to cause the video to fail to record and or record in a choppy fashion. So I've listed memory card within this video's description that I use. I've listed batteries that I use and some other GoPro items that I use. But again, subscribe to my channel, youtube.com/IRIXGuy. I've got a video playlist devoted to GoPros. Tons of videos there that are filmed with GoPros. Tons of GoPro accessory videos. And any questions you have, I'm happy to answer. I've been doing GoPros for several years. So just shoot me a message within the video comments. Email me directly by way of IRIXGuy.com. Join me on Facebook, facebook.com/IRIXGuy. However you want to contact me is fine, and I'll try my best to answer. But GoPros are a lot of fun. They're a hobby for many. They're a job for most. Or not. They're a hobby for most, but they're a job for many, because people use these for professional applications. If you watch a lot of TV shows, movies, etc., and you see those action shots maybe under the body of a truck or a tractor or something, and you can see the mud slinging up, it's probably a GoPro that they used to film that. So thanks for watching, and be sure to subscribe and share this video with others. youtube.com/IRIXGuy. Y'all have a good day.